Hello everyone and welcome to RNG University. On tonight's episode, Bant Toxic. So this deck has been kind of, I wouldn't say ripping up the meta, but it has been beating me a lot. And when it comes to Toxic, it's always, or when it comes to basically poison counters, it's always a deck that I feel like is or can be very strong, but I feel it gets a little bit short in a lot of games. And now, when I'm playing against it, I feel like it always gets over the hump for me and kills me. So I want to try out myself. So the old Toxic shell with Venerated Rotpriest was very annoying because, how is the opponent going to remove it without getting themselves toxic? Or poisoned. And then when we get to 10 poison counter, they die. So we can kind of proliferate, try to get to that 10 rather quickly. Well, when we add it into the Bent shell, now we have other cards to put in there. Things like March to protect our Venerated Rotpriest and give them more toxic. Things like Aspirant Ascent to make our Venerated Rotpriest fly so that they have evasion, but also when it attacks, it's an extra toxic one. So not only is Venerated Rotpriest toxic one, this also gives it an additional toxic one. They do stack. So when we attack with the Rotpriest, they will take take two toxic, but then they'll take the third toxic because we targeted our Rotpriest. So all that is just to say this deck is incredibly strong at getting our opponent toxic. But we also put in bring the ending so that counter target spell. Very, very useful card when it's only 2 mana. We also have Experimental Augury to proliferate. Very useful spell when we can poison our opponent. Jawbone Duelist is a trap card. Basically, our opponent's going to see this double strike and think, "Oh, we got to kill it right away." I don't think I don't think it's going to matter as much. It's double strike, toxic 1, get some double toxic. Seems pretty good. Hey, but you know what? It's not always what we need. Sometimes our opponent use all the removal on the Jawbone Duelist. Our Venerated Rotpriest gets pushed through. Sometimes our Crawling Chorus gets pushed through. Sometimes even our Annex Sentry gets pushed through. So that is where a lot of the sort of synergy may come in. So the whole deck list looks like this, right? And for just Toxic, we have a lot of Toxic cards. 4 Crawling Chorus, 3 Skrelv, I believe 3 Skrelv because we don't want to, have too many legendaries. I have 4 Skrelv, but you don't need 4 Skrelv in this deck, I think. And then 4 Venerated Rotpriest. Then 4 Jawbone Duelists, and then 3 Annex Sentry. So let me put all the Toxic here. And then 3 Annex Sentry. These are all the Toxic cards. Then we have protection spells, evasion spells, Aspirant Ascent, evasion, Tamiyo Safekeeping, 4 of each for evasion and protection. And then March of the Swirling Mist for phasing protection. Phasing protection is even better because not only is it protective for that one spell, it's actually protective for the entire turn. So the opponent can't really do anything to it. And if we do that on Venerated Rotpriest, well, guess what? It's going to come back and toxic our opponent some more. So then bring the ending for counterspell, 4 off, and then Experimental Augury for proliferate and card draw, 4 off. So that's a very short and down to the low to the ground kind of list. And then if you go to land, only 22 lands. So I don't know why we're in Alchemy. Never play Alchemy. We have Deserted Beach, Seachrome, 2 Deserted Beach, 3 Seachrome Coast, 2 Brushland, 3 Razorverge Thicket, 2 Dreamroot Cascade, 3 Yavimaya Coast, 2 Spara Headquarter. You can see the dual/3 color lands are very haphazard, so you can kind of play around with them. If you have Adarkar Wastes instead of Deserted Beach, that will work. If you have Deserted Beach instead of Seachrome Coast, it will work less. You want to have fast lands as easily as possible. And, more importantly, you need to have, the right lands at the right time. Brushland, tap land, or untap land. Razorverge Thicket, untap land. Dreamroot Cascade, a tap land. And Yavimaya Coast, an untap land. You can see that this is an untap land, and this is a tap land because we don't have blue-green fast lands. We don't have blue-green fast lands. And we have 2 Spara Headquarter, 3 Mirrex. Of course, with Toxic deck, we need more Mirrex, and it gets us the color we need on the turn that Mirrex comes in. And a lot of these cards plays on our turn. And then we have 2 Seedcore. Alright, so that's kind of the whole deck list. I think it's pretty straightforward. Let's just jump into the game. That's not what I wanted to go. Yeah, so they had these pre-con midweek Magic plays, and I really am bothered by it because they put in alchemy cards, which means they're going to put precon alchemy in arena, and don't do it. Don't do it. Alright, our first opponent is JNK. Janky. Alright, we got good opening hand, maybe, but no blue. So we need one blue, right? Let's try it out. Alright, mirror. That's fun. That's exactly what I wanted to see. I talked about this plenty. I hate mirrors. No matter what kind of game I'm playing, mirror is the least fun because there's no strategy involved. It's really just about your draws. Since we're playing the same cards, we're playing the same deck. Whoever gets better draws wins the game. And our opponent went first, so they're probably going to win. Second Rotpriest? How do I stop that, right? We can Thicket. We can Sentry the Duelist. Do we Sentry the Duelist? They only have a Mirrex left, right? So if we Sentry the Duelist and our Jawbone Duelist attacks, we can Sentry a Rotpriest. Or we can counter their spell. I don't think he's going to trade. Oh, he is going to trade. Okay. Well, that puts me ahead. I think he's down a land. It's good for us. Skrelv. Annoying. Let's see. He can attack through us, right? So, yeah, let's just go for the attack. We probably want to cycle the Spara headquarters, I think. Do we want to cycle it or play as a tap land this turn? Well, chances are we're going to have to use the Bring the Ending next turn, so it is what it is. But he's going to have to tap both to attack us. He did get a land. Annex Sentry. Counter. Is Skrelv gonna get the Rotpriest to attack us? You can get 2 toxic on us, but we can get a lot more toxic on them. He's not going to attack. But if he's not going to attack, then we're gonna attack. So what can he do? Rotpriest blocks, Rotpriest. That's fine. That's not the right block. This is an awful block. Our opponent obviously is not very good at either magic or toxic. But hey, you know what? It is what it is. Annex Sentry again. Okay, what are you going to target? He's got 1 mana left, right? So I can target 2 things. Should I just target his Skrelv? No, that would be dumb. We'll target our Rotpriest. I don't know why it goes back to exile. I guess it'll come back once the Annex Sentry comes back. From phasing. So it never leaves the battlefield, right? It leaves the zone. So you can see if I highlight it, it's still there. Or not. Oh, okay, that's confusing. Okie dokie. So I guess we'll go in for the attack, see what happens. You can double block the Rotpriest to kill the Rotpriest. If he wants to do that, he's gonna take 3 Toxic. I don't think he wants to do that. See, it's back. Yeah, that's a weird interaction. He doesn't double block the Rotpriest, which is probably correct, but he's giving me another toxic creature. That's 7. This is what I was feeling about Toxic, at least the way I experience these decks, is that I never really get there. That's not fair. Right? My plays never get there. And I don't think I'm playing it wrong, it's just the draws. Like, okay, so here's a small choice. Do I proliferate or do I draw? If I draw, I can get a counter spell. Counter his Experimental Augury. Would that be even anything relevant? I don't think so. So he's got 2 blockers. He can block 2 things. And then I can get him to 9. He's double blocking that. Why? Okay. Get him to 9. This targets the Rotpriest, and he just dies. Oh, there's a new animation for being toxic to death. So instead of making game better, they're just adding animations. How about you fix the algorithm, huh? I mean, I don't know. I think Arena's having the algorithm on purpose, so they're not going to fix that. But we did beat them. I did not think we were going to win that game because they had an explosive opening, but the choices that we made was ultimately correct. Right? Like I said, the Jawbone Duelist is a trap. I didn't take it out. I did not bother with it. And our opponent was really scared, and they wanted to block ours. So now this hand is interesting. Opponent goes first. We got a 1-drop and we have no 2-drops. We have a lot of blue. I don't think we can keep this hand. Slightly better. Let's put back a land. We don't need that many lands. White. Skrelv. Wow. 2 can Skrelv in that game. Thalia? Okay. So, having a Jawbone Duelist is probably pretty good because he can't target it. I have Skrelv open. I was thinking about double crawling chorus here, but should be fine. Of course, Brainy Ending is worthless against Thalia. Adeline. Alright, so I guess we're racing. Or not. Our opponent is gutsy. But gutsy gets him nowhere because we're gonna start crawling. Haha! Mono white does not have board wipes. Pro white. Good luck. Alright, Jawbone Duelist is very scary. He has a Brutal Cathar this turn. There it is. Dahlia attacks. Adeline attacks. I can kill Dahlia. Is that warranted though? Killing Thalia from this block. That's fine. He can only kill 2 of the Crawling Chorus. Tamiyo Safekeeping. It's a little late for Lenny here. So this is gonna be 3. I can get 2 on him. This does not give it Toxic 1, just +2, +1. Alright, so I can get 2 on him. Would his Adeline block? Well, his Adeline can block the 1/1. It's not gonna... We're not gonna be able to kill it. So, we have to deal 2 damage to ourselves. In order for this to be pro-white. And then attack with it. So the Seedcore can buff. Ooh, that's gonna be annoying. How do I can't even play the Tamiyo Safekeeping. I don't have green, huh? So, I guess I'll counter it, and then what? Well, counter it anyways. Nothing else to do. Recruitment officer. So I have to block the Adeline. Take 5. And we're down to 3. Okay, so he's at 6. He's got 3 he's got 2 blockers, 3 attacks. 2 of them gets blocked. Huh. I don't know if I can get there. I don't know what he's doing. Just gonna take out my Skrelv, huh? Well. Top deck land's not gonna help. Let's see. This does 2. And then this will just kill me. Alright, that's a GG. So that's what I was saying about not being able to get there with Toxic. That's too bad. They had Brutal Cathar at the exact right time. If they did not have Brutal Cathar there, we would have survived. But, of course, we had to attack. Otherwise, nothing we had turns on. And we had to attack with Skrelvs and a backflip. This is what happens when an opponent goes first. Remember that. Slime time! I wonder what deck he's playing. Am I that good of a player? Guess we will Skrelv in the ticket? Ha. I mean, a Skrelv in the chorus. That's not a good hand, but I feel like it's just gonna get worse. Alright, well, it's a Fiend Tower, so I'm gonna play the chorus first. get the Toxic on. We'll get Skrelv on. This looks like a domain deck. Domain deck's full of board wipes. You gotta be a little bit careful about that. Nothing, huh? If that's the case, I'm gonna play my Rotpriest. See if they respond. Make this appear. Soul Partition. Do I want to live with that? Exile permanent. Huh? You know, I will live with that. I don't like to, but oh, I should have used it. Forgot. It's the one extra toxic away, right? If I lose the game, I'm kind of lose the game because of that. Restoration of a Gonjo. Can't stop that. He gets a plane. Another Tamiyo Safekeeping. Oh. Let's just give him evasion. Not that it matters here, but bring him to 6. I got a Safekeeping to use. Playing off 2 lands here. 22 lands in the deck, so 2 lands is, I guess, normal. When I have 27s in the deck, sometimes I run 2 lands too. Oh, this is not gonna help. Alright, so that's some fall into GG. If we had an extra land to bring to ending, would actually do something. But yeah, that's Magic Arena for you. We had all the makings of winning the game. If I had activated Skrelv there, that would have been 1 extra toxic. Our opponent would have been at 7, so it would not have changed the game much. I guess the right thing to do there was not to make our guy flying and hold up the counter spell. That would have been the right play, looking back. But thinking about it, just playing off 2 lands, it may not have been that well of a play, anyways. All right, so we're gonna do Chorus. We don't have anything to protect yet, so Chorus is fine. Mono Red burn. They can burn the Chorus, but it'll just come back. They'll do the attack. Does he want to get Toxic on? He's scared. Coward. I want him to place Feldon here. Kumano faces Kakusen, huh? That's not as scary either. Double Kumano. Well, that changes my play a little bit. So, here's a Venerated Rotpriest. And they quit. Stupid mono red. Oh, we beat them. We beat mono red without even getting them toxic. They just, they're a coward and they quit right away. Yeah, this is what happened with Bant Toxic when you go first. And that is almost one of the requirements, is that you gotta go first. Now we're playing against J. Leon Musica. Opponent goes first. Ah, just what I said. Alright, so the Deserted Beach seemed to be a card that I need to cut. I think Adarkar Wastes might have been better. Just, honestly, I keep drawing them opening hand. And they're dead cards opening hand, so gotta mulligan this. This is way worse. In fact, I'm just gonna leave. So I could play Quarren Chorus turn 1 and then nothing turn 2. We're already going second. I don't really know what deck they're playing, but I really want to go and change the deck. So something that I don't really do very often, but now that I played it, I really need to do it. So do this. There you go. Adarkar Wastes. Oh man, that was every single game we've had Deserted Beach opening hand, and every single game that would have been a tap land that slowed us down. Have you felt that? It just felt like that was something that... I don't even know why Deserted Beach was in a deck. I'll take that one to life. I mean, if I was going to die, I was going to die anyways. Alright, now we don't draw it. We draw Seachrome Coast. Opponent still goes first, but this is a better hand. White. Alright, what are they going to play off 1 mana? Let's get the Skrelv on. This time I want the Skrelv on because I have the Jawbone Duelist to protect. Maybe. Spirit Companion. Interesting. Card draw. Now we're going to duel. I'm not trading that. Peacekeeper. Alright, you look at our hand. Not really have anything that's worth targeting. He's probably going to name Skrelv. But then we can just take it out with the Sentry. So he's probably going to take Sentry. I don't know if taking Sentry is right, though. Because that's 6 Toxic next turn. Oh, he is taking Sentry. Okay. Yeah, why not? Just make it white. It's already at 6. The Jawbone Duelist is a trap, but it's a trap that people fall into because of things like this. Depopulate? If he has Depopulate, he might as well play it now. Ossification. He didn't even... I mean... Sure. Alright, can he double block? Will he double block? He probably will double block. And then I get nothing. Will he Sunfall next turn? Sunfall kills his own creatures, huh? This makes targeting harder. What can he have? Wandering Emperor. Hellish Norn. So, permanent enters the battlefield, cause something to trigger. It will trigger twice for him. It would not trigger for me at all. So what can I do? Attack is blocked. This does not get target. This is just a land. Ah! Didn't get there. Did not get there. These sentries are dead cards. I mean, okay, you can say that the Anointed Peacekeeper was a good naming, but he doesn't know that I'm going to draw a second sentry. I didn't know that I was going to draw a second sentry. And honestly, it tax out half my hand. It's annoying. If I had a Tamiyo Safekeeping, no, it would not have helped. So, again, it's just, I'm too aggressive with Skrelv to get the Toxic on. But if I don't get aggressive Skrelv, I kind of just lose. So, that's kind of my problem with the way these games kind of shaping out. Let's say hi, let's play a Rotpriest, take some damage to our own face. Let's see what happens. Playing as Archangel 027. A chick! A chick of the Phoenix variety. Well, you take one. Would you like to kill my Jawbone Duelist? You can burn him. You can burn him. Okay, so that was unexpected. He blocks the Duelist, of course. Wow, he wants me to tap. Is tapping Skrelv correct, though? Because I can march everything next turn. We'll march 2 things next turn. Yeah, it's... I think it's better to have March. I don't think the Augury is even gonna happen this game. Boseiji. Now what? Rapid battery? Okay. Is he gonna hold back and not attack? That would not be correct, but he might. No, he does not hold back. But if he does not hold back... How much is this? That's GG, right? That's 2, 4, 5, and then just one more target and he dies. Oh well. We got there. We got there. Half the games are won because we went first. This deck is strong. I mean, to be fair, right? If you look at the... If you just look at the win rate, it has been doing pretty well. And when it comes to Bant Toxic, this is the annoying thing about what kind of design space Arena has, or not just Arena, but MTG in general has pushed us into. And in Standard, this is what I hate, is that there's so many of these decks where if you go first, you almost always win. And if you go second, you almost always lose. And if you get lucky and you're going second, of course you can win. And if you get super unlucky going first, of course you can still lose. Magic is like that, but with decks like these where the win rate going first is like 90%, that's really annoying. But that is the way Magic is. So if you like winning, I mean, I would recommend this deck. It does win a lot, and there's a reason why it does that. So something to learn what we did today, what we experienced today. Do not tap your Skrelv to attack with the Jawbone Duelist unless you're getting the win. Otherwise, try to attack with Jawbone Duelist by itself. If your opponent has blockers that can block Jawbone Duelist, you might want to hold back on the attack, because the Skrelv is mainly there for protection. Unless you have a protection spell in your hand and you're not tapped out, then that attack goes through. That's something that I need to experience a little bit more to learn from, that I've just kind of seen today. That's the only thing I learned about this deck. Otherwise, it's just go first, win game, right? And it's better than Mono Red, because you saw how Mono Red just scoop. Guro aggro just scoop. Whenever they're aggro, we're more aggro than them, because they got to deal 20 damage to us. We only have to deal 10 damage to them. And it's not even damage, because they don't get removed. They gain life gain out of it. And we have Proliferate, we have Rotpriest to add on to that fake damage. So it's very strong, it's very quick, and if you like winning, this deck does win a lot. That's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time.